Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to Jamie's 12 Days of Christmas, where for 12 days in the month of December, I will be celebrating 12 creators who have had a pretty significant impact on my journey from makeup lover, makeup hoarder, makeup enthusiast, to now YouTuber slash content creator. I know, I'm a little bit behind, but we will get it done. Jesus will make this work somehow. But today we are on day 7, and today we will actually be celebrating none other than Leah I'm. So I'm really excited that I get to celebrate Leah because she has introduced me to quite probably my favorite makeup store. And if you've been watching my channel, you know. So if you know, you know. I am talking about none other than the cosmetics company store. I have an entire playlist on the CCO / the cosmetics company store, which if you follow me by now, or any beauty YouTuber who does affordable makeup hauls, you've probably heard about the cosmetics company store. The CCO is an Estee Lauder outlet, so they sell makeup from the Estee Lauder family of brands, so like Too Faced, MAC, Tom Ford, for significantly reduced prices. Think like 30 to 75% off, and maybe even more. And today, in order to celebrate Leah, I'm going to be sharing with you all my top 5 products that I picked up from the CCO. And I decided to do this video to celebrate Leah because she's honestly the one that introduced me to the CCO in the first place. Now, back when I was watching a lot of like TJ Maxx hauls, you guys saw in my second Vlogmas video that I talked about Leora being a really huge impact in me hunting for TJ Maxx finds. And actually Leora led me to Leah I'm. And I remember this very vividly, very clearly, that I was looking at her videos and one day she did a almost like a vlog style shopping video in the CCO. And I was like, what is this magical place? Because she was looking at Tom Ford products for 60% off. So I remember Googling the location of the closest CCO, which is less than 10 minutes from where I live. So I was like, I need to go check this out. And once I went to my CCO, I was also able to find a ton of Tom Ford products for 60% off and just amazing deals on a bunch of makeup, some skincare, and some fragrance as well. And then that kind of spiraled out of control. I have so many CCO hauls on my channel. I also have a video on, basically FAQ. Basically, it's like an FAQ video on everything you need to know about the CCO. So if you were curious about what it is, you should check that out. But for today, because this intro is getting a little bit long, I did want to go ahead and share with you guys the 5 products that I think are my best finds from the CCO. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you guys is stupidly expensive, but so good. Like, I hate how much I love this. And that is the La Mer foundation. I have this in the shade Sepia. And this baby retails for $135. It hurts me to say that out loud because I personally don't think any foundation should be $125 or is worth $125. But honestly, this is a really good foundation. Like, when I was thinking about my list of products, because I've bought so many things from the CCO, this was honestly the first thing that came to mind because this has such a beautiful finish. Like, this is... it's like magic, but I still don't think it should be $135. So this does also have SPF 20, which I think is really good. And what I like about this foundation is that it's a very natural finish. So it doesn't lean more matte and it doesn't lean more dewy. It literally just looks like skin. Now, it reminds me the most of the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, but on a more natural, more wearable side. It definitely also feels a little bit lighter on the face. The way I think about it is that the Charlotte foundation is very much medium to full coverage and it feels a little bit on the heavy side, whereas this is more medium to light coverage, but you could get up to full coverage if you really wanted it to. But I feel like this gives me such a natural finish and it wears really well. I don't feel myself getting super oily throughout the day. When you put it on your face, it pretty much stays there. It doesn't oxidize, which I think is amazing. And it also does not give you a gray cast, even though it has SPF in here. I found that with my Tom Ford foundation, which is $150. Gives me a little bit of a gray cast, and that one does have SPF as well. But with this one, I feel like I don't see the gray cast. So let me pump a little bit out. And like the texture is just absolutely amazing. I feel like it just blends into the skin so well. Like, love this. Now, like I said, this retails for $135, but at the CCO, makeup is typically 40 or 50% off. So I was able to get this for 50% off. And honestly, it brings it down to about 60 something dollars. So the same price of like the Pat McGrath foundation at full price, which I think is a really, really good price fit. It does have a little bit of a smell though, I should say that. You do smell the SPF in here, but I feel like you don't see it when you apply it to the face. But anyways, going back to this. So at the CCO, I was able to get this for 50% off. So it came up to about 60 something dollars, which is about the full price of the Pat McGrath foundation, which I think is a solid price for this foundation. I don't think I would ever repurchase this at full price, but I would 100% repurchase this at the CCO for that 50% off price tag, because it really is chef's kiss amazing. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is one of my earliest purchases from the CCO. I actually picked up this product when they did a 6 for $60 sale. And in the 6 for $60 sales, which they do, I want to say like 2 to 3 times a year, basically you can get 6 products from 6 different brands for a total price of $60, which means that you're essentially paying $10 per product. And back when I did most of my shopping, Tom Ford was included. So you could have gotten a $150 foundation for $10 or a $90, $80, $88, $90 quad for $10. So with the 6 for $60 sale, I actually picked up this Bobbi Brown in a Flash eyeshadow palette, and I didn't know anything about Bobbi Brown. I never tried the eyeshadow formula before. No clue. Had not a single idea about it. So I picked this up because I needed to get the 6 products. So this is what I grabbed, and I was a little bit unsure about this because I was just getting into trying cool toned palettes. This is a blue cool toned palette, so I was a little iffy about whether or not it would look good on my complexion, and this is so beautiful. Like, I am obsessed with how pretty this palette is. The shadows perform beautifully. There's even a duochrome in this palette. The shimmers are really nice and creamy. The mattes are so blendable and so pigmented that I was like, why did nobody tell me that Bobbi had shadows like this? Like, I didn't know that these shadows were gonna hit as well as they did, and this has become one of my absolute favorite palettes, just period. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I'm pretty sure this is a discontinued palette, but if you do have a CCO near you and it is in stock, I would recommend that you pick it up, because I can't speak more highly about the quality and how good the shadows in here perform. Now, the third product that I want to share with you guys is actually not really makeup related, but I use it pretty much every day, and that is the MAC Cosmetics makeup wipes. It seems really basic, but I really enjoy these wipes. Like, these, I don't typically use wipes to take off my makeup after wearing it, but I do use wipes a lot when I am wiping off swatches or just cleaning up my face. Like, a lot of times when I do my eyeshadow face and I have fallout, I will just go in with a makeup wipe and clean up like the rest of my face, or if I need to clean up my eyeshadow. So these have come in really, really handy. Now, with each pack you get 80 sheets, and I remember when I picked these up, and I have a ton of these, like backups upon backups upon backups, that I paid less than $10 for each pack. I think it was like $9. And considering the price and the quality of these makeup wipes, I am absolutely obsessed. I also think that these are a lot less harsh than some of the other makeup wipes I've used in the past from like Neutrogena. So this is definitely one that I would say is one of my favorite purchases because I use it every day. I literally use it every day. The wipes are also really well soaked or moisturized or whatever you want to call it. But whatever removal liquid is in there, it's like really well. Why can't I remember the word? It's saturated. It's super saturated and it doesn't dry out. And these packs last a very long time. Like I said, you get 80 wipes in there, and if you're not using them every day to take off your makeup, these can last you a really long time. So product number 4 is a new fave of mine. I recently picked this up on a whim, and this has become an everyday staple, and that is the Clinique Uplighting Illuminating Powder, which after some research I found out is honestly just a finishing powder. Now it looks really basic, I can admit that, and I thought the same thing too. And I was just like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? I couldn't figure out if it was a highlighter or just like a setting powder. And then after a little bit of research, I figured out that it was a finishing powder. So I actually apply this after I've done all of my makeup. And I feel like this just brings a lot of life back into the face. Now, it does have some very, very fine, almost like mineralized shimmer in there, but it doesn't make your face look shimmery, but it definitely adds a little bit more like luminescence and vibrance back into your face, which I really, really appreciate. It doesn't make you more matte. It doesn't feel like I'm adding more product onto my face. It just feels like I'm giving myself a little bit of like a little bit of a glow. I wonder if this is in any way similar to the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, because I feel like the way people describe that powder is the way I feel about this one. So maybe, I don't know. I don't buy from Hourglass, and I don't know when I will, if ever. But if you've tried both and you know, and you can tell the difference, let me know. I'm genuinely curious. And then product number 5. And this might be cheating a little bit, but I'm going to look at this as one because I honestly could not choose just one. So for product number 5, I have to give it to my Tom Ford Eyeshadow Quad collection. And I'm honestly counting the entire collection because I have over 20 Tom Ford quads. I have not tried or used or swatched all of them, so it's hard for me to choose just one. And I will say that almost all of my quads, with the exception of one, was purchased at the CCO, ranging from 50 to 60 to 75% off. So I have quads that I've spent less than $20 on when their original price is between $88 and $92. So I picked out just 3 to show you guys. Now this is the original packaging that you get most of the quads in. It's the standard brown packaging, and then it just kind of like opens up. You do get 2 little brushes in there. I don't know why it's in, no one uses those brushes. I don't know anybody that uses those brushes. Now this is burnished amber, and it's one of these standard like Tom Ford like color stories. I feel like he has very, very specific color stories, and this is one of them. I have not used this one yet, not swatched, not touched, which is a theme with the vast majority of my quads. But this is like a beautiful, absolutely beautiful quad. And then the next one that I want to show you guys is one of his special limited edition quads. This is Soleil et Lune. This one definitely has a more unique color story. So like here you'll see the 2 little basic brushes that nobody asked for and nobody needs. And this is definitely a more unique color story. It has that really nice pop of green, which you don't see in a lot of his quads. The other thing that I want to point out is that this one does have the Tom Ford TF embossed in there because this is his wet to dry formula. He has 2 formulas. Well, now he has 3, but back before this new formula that just came out, he had 2 formulas. The OG basic one, which does not have the Tom Ford insignia, and then the wet to dry formula, which has that Tom Ford embossing in there. I think the wet to dry formula is a better formula, but I actually don't mind his like basic formula either. And then the last one I want to show you guys is another limited edition one. This is Frost Fire. It comes in this beautiful reflective silver packaging, and this is another unique color story because you do get that beautiful blue shade, a really nice lavender, and this is in his regular formula, so it's not the wet to dry, but I still really like this color story because it's so unique. Ooh, that's really soft. And that, white shade there. Like this blue I've worn before, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so those were the 5 products that were my best or top 5 favorite finds from the CCO. However, I do want to give you guys one honorable mention. Now, I don't actually have it with me because it was a kit, and I threw away the packaging because it was just really big and bulky. So I'll try to insert a picture of it for you guys. But I was actually able to pick up this Clinique holiday set that came with so many products for less than $30. It was crazy how much products I got. I remember that I got a ton of skincare, but I also got a lot of makeup as well. So I got like some serums, some night creams, then I also got mascara and lipsticks. So it was a really, really amazing product. And it's one of my better finds because of how many products that I got, which were all full-size products for the value. So that is an honorable mention because it felt like it would have been cheating to put that in there because it wasn't just kind of like one product. Anyways, so those are my top 5 favorite finds from the cosmetics company. So like I said, in today's video, we are celebrating Leah Janae. She really is an amazing creator, and she does do a lot of sort of beauty budget finds by going to TJ Maxx and going to the cosmetics company store. And I definitely would recommend that you guys check out her channel. Of course, her channel and her Instagram will be linked down below. But I would definitely recommend that you guys check out her channel because she does spend a lot of time looking at these products, and it does give you a little bit of an insight into what you can find on sale and where you can find it on sale. So go ahead, swing by her channel, swing by her Instagram, show her some love, let her know that I sent you, of course. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I know this was probably a bit of a shorter, quicker one. But yeah, we're running through these videos. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys did not catch the other Vlogmas 12 Days of Christmas videos, there is a playlist which will be linked down below and probably in the cards as well. So go ahead and catch up on those videos. We are almost done, which is making me kind of sad because there's just so many creators to celebrate and so little time. But stick with me, we're almost at the end. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you liked this video or if you're interested in seeing more videos from me. What else? Make sure you like this video, click that subscribe button, share with a friend if you think they'll like the content. And as always, I love you guys, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!